Hello, I'm MetaStar. I'm excited to bring back the Pick a Card Full Moon Edition after a brief hiatus last month due to personal matters involving my husband's progressing battle with ALS. I'm not in the position to resume the weekly Cronus Book of Days feature yet, which breaks my heart. I appreciate everyone who has stuck by me despite my inconsistencies and long absences. Thank you for your continued support and love. With that said, I was both surprised and not surprised by the oracle energy that came up for this otherwise enchanting and spectacular full moon. The Sagittarius full moon features a Venus-Jupiter conjunction sextile Neptune. All three planets are positioned at the fated 29th degree of feminine signs, Taurus and Pisces. When I really got into contemplating the three oracles picked using my own oracle deck, appropriately named MetaStar messages, oracles that were drawn on random numbers 38, 39, and 61, from 88 possible cards, I realized that a sad theme of muted suffering had emerged. It's strange, but then again not so strange, how the cards conspire to develop a theme of their own. The theme of muted suffering wasn't the gentle theme I had in mind when I sat down to draw the cards, or even while contemplating the chart for the full moon, but nevertheless it's the theme that emerged. And in retrospect it makes complete sense. Because upon second look, this full moon had multiple red flags signaling a ginormous celebrity scandal written all over it. In real time, the hits just keep coming for rapper Sean Diddy Combs. In recent days a new hotel surveillance video has surfaced, showing Sean Diddy Combs physically and brutally assaulting his former girlfriend, in 2016. Now, I'm aware that I defend myself and my readings a lot even when no one is directly challenging me or asking me to explain my readings or process, but just so we're clear, there never is any manipulation of the cards by me. I actually have a process in place that eliminates any cherry-picking of the tarot or oracles by me. I am putting forth public readings and information while maintaining my individual privacy, for now. I choose this form of sharing mostly due to time constraints and living conditions that aren't conducive to shooting good live videos of myself laying down oracles. I only wish I had the luxury of producing live content, but I don't, not at this difficult time in my life. Yet, as you see, the theme of abuse, inappropriate behaviors, and hidden truths came through powerfully. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not surprised. Naturally, we like it when the stars confer upon us unicorns, windfalls and rainbow wishes, but the truth is, Neptune, Jupiter, and even Venus possess discordant energies and ugliness, especially when their favor, benevolence, and love of carnal pleasures are mishandled and misused. Having these three planets, Venus, Jupiter and Neptune, transiting the fated 29th degree, while under the auspices of a full moon is an inexplicable occurrence, for sure. These alignments suggest that Sean Combs' troubles are bigger than the elite rapper, and even more far-reaching. If not, why would the universe even acknowledge it? There appears to be a much wider and more complicated, tangled web aiming to ensnare not only the music mogul Sean Combs but other high-profile figures as well. Stellar reputations and massive fortunes are all on the line. The extent of salacious activities and wrongdoing is likely beyond epic, based on the cooperative aspects between Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune. The 29th degree is a pivotal turning point of culmination, desperation, exhaustion, and midnight finality. It's the breaking point where we are most likely to spill our secrets, succumb to pressure, and even exclaim, perhaps to everyone's surprise, enough is enough. All my charts are drawn using the east coast of the United States, and not just because that's where I live, but because, and let's face it, the East Coast is the reverberating heartbeat and seat of financial and political power for not only the rest of the country, but the whole world. The East Coast is home to Washington, D.C., the White House, Congress, the CIA, Supreme Court, the Justice Department, FBI headquarters, NASA, Wall Street, Broadway, United Nations, many celebrities, world champion sports teams, international figures, Bruce Springsteen, Donald Trump, the Atlantic Ocean, and much more. Now, to understand the quality, nature, and full moon potentials properly, we must begin by the house the moon or Cancer is ruling. Here, as you can see, the moon or Cancer rules the 12th house, in critical cardinal degree, 0 degrees Cancer, otherwise known as the world point degree. The world point indicates that 12th house matters will figure prominently in the period ahead, and events emerging from this house are likely to make worldwide news. The 12th house is the house of hidden things, such as secrets, enemies, activities, plots, schemes, organizations, groups, thoughts, the subconscious, crimes, weaknesses, fetishes, the incarcerated and institutionalized, and the past we'd like to forget. The vast, hidden realm of the 12th house is carried by the moon into the 5th house where the full moon illuminates at 2 degrees Sagittarius 55 minutes. All moon phases repeat in 19-year cycles. If you go back to 2005, you will find the moon full on May 23 at exactly 2 degrees Sagittarius. Because of this phenomenon, you might expect, as the saying goes, history may not repeat itself, but it rhymes. Meaning, similar events often cycle back around. The 5th house deals with all sorts of amusements, recreation, sports, creation, creativity, celebrity, drama, theater, concerts, pageants, children, and so on. The moon borrows light from the sun to achieve full illumination. It's as if the sun lends its light on the promise that the moon will bring hidden things to light, into full awareness, consciousness. Here, the moon is illuminating the dark past and hidden activities of a certain bad boy international, global celebrity. What remains unclear is who else will be swept up in Sean Diddy Combs' crimes and undoing. The moon in Sagittarius is governed by Jupiter, the planet that amplifies and enlarges everything it touches. Jupiter is in conjunction with Venus at 29 degrees Taurus. The third decan of Taurus is influenced by Capricorn and Saturn. This combination suggests that pleasure has its responsibilities and consequences. The 29th degree of Taurus is the moment where we must pay the piper. Jupiter-Venus sextile Neptune exact at 29 degrees Pisces confers a vast conspiracy built up over a long period of time, reaching back years, if not decades. It suggests a tangled web of cooperation that veils and accommodates people like Diddy, Epstein, Weinstein, Cosby, and others, so that they can continue to do what they do. Neptune in Pisces is the poster child of muted suffering. This triple combination of planets amplifies the desire for pleasure, luxury, fantasy, and indulgence. Both Jupiter and Venus are planets associated with enjoyment and abundance, and their alignment in the indulgent sign of Taurus heightens this tendency. In the 11th house, this hedonistic energy is likely to manifest in social settings, group activities, and other celebrations, like epic Memorial Day white parties. Together, their influence in the 11th house can extend beyond one's personal circle to include a much larger network or underground subculture of sexual predators and deviants. There is a notable global impact here given the 11th house and 9th house of Jupiter. The full moon, in opposition with the sun, is a given and hardly noteworthy. However, the full moon sextile to Pluto in Aquarius in the 7th house of partnerships, contract agreements, open enemies, and legalities suggests something far more sinister, shadowy, and unprecedented is going on here. This brings me full circle to my own oracle reading for the full moon period, which cryptically revealed arrested development, unmasked and domestic violence as indicators of a moment of full moon reckoning. Yes, the moon sextile Pluto signals an open season on lawsuits and courtrooms, highlighting the pursuit of justice in an intense and transformative time. But with Jupiter-Venus aligning with secretive Neptune, what may come to light, things that were previously hidden, may leave us, you, me, the world, completely blindsided and disillusioned. It speaks of something grand in scale, dramatic and transformative for sure. Well, that's it for now. I hope you found my expanded commentary insightful and intriguing. I invite my YouTube followers to join me over at Instagram at MetaStar Messenger for more pick a card and daily tarot features, which are far easier for me to produce during this difficult period in my private life. I hope to resume the Cronus Book of Days at some point, as that is my real crowning achievement, and something I desire to share with a broader audience. In the meantime, I welcome your thoughts, comments, and questions. I am MetaStar. Until next time. Always love.